used to dream about cars and things, about being a star and things. I thought that I would outgrow this feeling. It seems my dream won't go away. So it's more like...
Hello, welcome, Devil Sniper here, and this is episode number 31 of our career mode with Frankfurt. As you know, we are in season number 2. We've had an offer for our boy Bastian Obzipka. Of course I'm not going to take it up, let's be honest. I love Obzipka, we all know I love Obzipka. It's Hoffenheim. Even if I wanted to take it up and sell to a competitor in our league, I would literally say, you know, come on, you've got to triple, quadruple your actual offer for our player. So in the first game, we're actually going to sim the first game against Bayer Leverkusen. See if we can get a move on, because I want to get into the cup and I want to get onto the European game, because essentially, as much as it's frustrating to me, the league title it's gone. It is truly well and truly gone. We can't win the league in any way, shape or form, unfortunately, which is it's frustrating, but at the same time, we're concentrating on the European football, and of course, we're going to concentrate on the German Cup. And if we need to play the Bundesliga games, we will, of course, play Bundesliga games. I'm not going to just stop playing the games in the Bundesliga, but I do want to get onto the juiciness, which is obviously, you know, the cup. As you can see, we will be playing Hamburg in this episode, and we will be going away to Zenit St. Petersburg. That's who we've got in the next stage of the Europa League, which is absolutely sensational. In the knockout stage, we get Zenit St. Petersburg, a game that I feel that we can win, and a team that I feel can also beat us, because they're such a talented side. They've got some great players, so it's going to be a really competitive game. Hopefully we will be able to do the business. With regards to the transfer window, no real players I wanted to sell, and to be honest with you, I wasn't going to waste money because we didn't have enough to really buy anybody. I wanted Piers on loan, we just didn't have enough for his wages, and I weren't going to release anybody just to bring him in. So I thought, do you know what? I'm going to stick with my boys. I'm going to show faith in the team that we've constructed over the 2 seasons and finish off, hopefully, this season with an absolute high, because I'm really chuffed with the team. I feel it's a very, very strong team, and we've made subtle changes that have made it absolutely phenomenal. Now, Carlos Zambrano. I like him. I love him. I think he's fantastic. The transfer window's just closed, and he tells me that he's unhappy with management is poor. If I'd known that before the transfer window had shut, I would have kicked him out of the club. I would have traded him for absolutely anybody. That really does frustrate me. We're doing okay in the league. Yeah, we've had a few batterings here and there, and yes, I've probably been a little bit outspoken about his marking ability and, you know, not picking up, you know, same as I have with Obzipka, but Obzipka hasn't come to me and said, oh, your management's poor, and started to cry, unlike Zambrano, which is really, really frustrating. But, you know, that is football. That's the way the boys react. And as you can see, the team is starting to grow nicely. Still Hakan's not, which is frustrating, but look at Jimenez. 22 goals in 29 games. He should hit 30. He should hit 30 quite comfortably, hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood, in the remainder of the season. That's what I personally feel anyway. I hope he does, otherwise I will be really distraught. But, you know, the boys are doing well, the boys are growing. Very slow this year, I find, the growth, to be honest. I would have expected the boys to grow a bit quicker, but they actually haven't, and it's a little bit frustrating, but, you know, it's not too bad. I'm happy. The boys are growing, the boys are doing well, the team is really, really nice, the team is really settled. We've got a good mix of youth and experience within the side, and of course, we've got our own talisman, which is really, really nice, obviously, Raul Jimenez. So we're going to start off with the away game, and it's Hamburg. This is the nitty-gritty, the quarter-final of the Deutschland Polka, or the Deutschland Polka, the German Cup. The quarter-final. We've been here before. We know how important this game is. It's a huge game in our season. Defending the cup that we won last season in such a fantastic fashion. Of course, you will know that we sold Sebastian Rode at the beginning of last season, in the summer of last season, and we sold him to Hamburg. We've got some decent money because we took Hakan away from Hamburg, who's done us really, really proud. I think we've done a good deal, and I'm so happy to have Hakan in the squad. But nonetheless, we've got a point to prove. We haven't been playing well over the last few games, and we start off in a fantastic fashion. A simple cross to the back post, and we punish our opponents in such a simple fashion. Such a nice, well-crafted, well-worked move. Marco Hoga getting that ball to the back post, and a fantastic header from Kladak at the back post, which is nice to see him on the score sheet. He hasn't been on the score sheet enough, but he is playing out on that left-hand side, and with Jimenez up top. Look at Trappy. He's dominating that 6-yard box. Do you think that comment a couple of episodes ago about him dominating the 6-yard box or just dominating the penalty box has sort of hit a bit of a nerve because he dominated it and made it look simple. We should have scored there, but it was such a poor touch by Marco. I don't know what was wrong with him there. The boy's got an amazing ball control, but unfortunately he let the ball get away from him. So we strolled in at half-time with a 1-0 lead, and to be honest, we were playing the better football. There's no two ways about it. But Hamburg, you could feel there was something brewing, and we had to nullify it. We had to punch him down and keep him well and truly out of it. So I decided to make some substitutions, as you can see. I wanted to rest a few boys because we have got that European game come up, and I want to get a few boys, with a few minutes under their belt to see if they can, put themselves in contention for the game against Zenit St. Petersburg. As you can see, Annunaki passed the ball into Jimenez. What happens when that happens? Oh, it's quite simple. Jimenez gets hold of the ball and he sticks it in the back of the net. It's just the way it works. Jimenez is just unstoppable at this moment in time, and that's his 23rd goal in his 30th appearance this season, which is sensational. Flummy down the right-hand side, gets the cross in. How we missed the header, I will never know. I just don't understand it. We should have been making it 3-0 there, but it was very unfortunate. But Jonas Flum played so well in this game. A beautiful ball into Jimenez, and Jimenez goes for the cheeky chip. Unfortunately, it doesn't come off, but we are there on the follow-up to calm the nerves down with a sublime finish. Cheeky chip that would have been, an absolutely cheeky chip, but no need to panic. We managed to nail the follow-up to give ourselves a nice and deserved 3-0 lead. We really did take the sword to Hamburg in the second half. We absolutely dominated them. We really didn't give them too much of a sniff. As you can see, they're breaking forward in the 86th minute. That was their best opportunity, and unfortunately their striker could not manage his ability to keep onside, which was sensational. At last, we're defending in a decent fashion, which is brilliant. But anyway, Annunaki down that left-hand side, score of the third goal. Pulls the ball to the back post. Jimenez with the diving header. And Jimenez, of course, with the fourth goal, sorry. We've scored 4. We've actually thumped somebody. What a beautiful goal. Jimenez, he could have just headed it in nonchalantly, but no. He has to go for the diving header. He has to one-upmanship himself for scoring spectacular goals. And he does with absolute consummate ease. He is phenomenal and really is a revelation in this side. And one of the best players in the game for me personally. And of course, 3 goals is just sensational. Absolutely sensational. No, he got 2, sorry, because Klas got the first and Annunaki got the third. My bad, I was trying to give him more goals. But that is 24 goals in 30 appearances now for Raul Jimenez, which is a phenomenal goal-scoring rate. I honestly believe he will smash the 30 mark quite easily. And bearing in mind what he scored last season, if he hits 30, that's 50 goals he would have scored for the club. Just over 50 goals in around about 61 appearances, depending on how many games we play this season. Which I think is a fantastic goal-scoring ratio for any player. But to drag him out of the Mexican League, to bring him into this standard of football, he's just taken to it like a duck to water. And I'm really, really proud of him. And I think he's the best player in the game for me personally, in career mode. I really do. I don't think there's anyone better than Raul Jimenez. If you think there's a better player than Raul Jimenez, please let me know in the comment section below. It'd be really interesting to think who you feel is a better player. But anyway, this is the business time. The business time in the Europa League. As you can see, we were very lucky. Now, Trappy just manages to get nothing on it. It's just a poor miss. I actually thought he got a foot onto it, but there wasn't a corner awarded, so I believe he didn't get anything on it. But what a save from Trappy. You can see Zenit St. Petersburg really wanted to make a mark on the game and score an early goal, but we were just defending so stoutly, and it was fantastic. The ball over the top into Schwegs. Schwegs from 20 yards just knocks it into the bottom corner. What a great opportunity. It came from nothing. It was a beautiful ball over the top. Schwegs in so much space. And he's my CDM. I was shouting and ranting and raving at him. Why was he doing that far up? But as soon as he stuck it in the back of the net, I was praising him as if he was an absolute god, which is the way I roll. We have a fantastic corner, but unfortunately, Raul Jimenez gets the header and he does not stick it in the top corner. It was in acres of space for once, and he doesn't punish the opponents, which is really frustrating. But we then concede a sloppy goal. No, we don't! Thankfully, I honestly thought that went in. I even put the controller down when I saw that opportunity. I was like, wow, I've conceded a sloppy goal. Why have we done this to ourselves? Controller went down and I saw the ball sail wide and I was like, oh my days. Thank God for that. It was a lifeline, an absolute lifeline. So going in at half-time with that 1-0, that important away goal, that huge away goal is very, very important. It's so important over the two-legged affair. against a side as good as St. Petersburg. But I've said it all along, I feel we're good enough to beat them. And as you can see, we're still defending very stoutly, defending with a little bit of grit and determination. We feed that ball up into Lezz, playing on that left-hand side today. He does so well in that left-hand side, that Lamb situation. No, it's Ram, isn't it? No, Lamb. He does really well in that Lamb situation, getting down the line, a beautiful cross in, and a cheeky goal to give us a 2-0 lead from Raul Jimenez, of all people. What a beautiful goal. But almost instantaneously, Hulk trying to make something happen there. I feel it wasn't a free kick. I feel the referee was being a little bit harsh on Bamber Anderson. As you'll see, he comes across, and I feel he gets the ball first before he makes connection with the player. I personally feel Bamber Anderson gets the ball before Hulk gets to it. Unfortunately, the referee didn't agree with us. Hulk fires the shot in, but Trappy is equal to it. Even the follow-up header is straight back into Trappy's arms, and everything was hunky-dory. All we've got to do is see the game out. We're in the 84th minute. Zenit obviously going a bit more attacking, bombing forward. Hulk on that right-hand side, cutting in with his devilish left foot. He squares it, and we do the unthinkable, which is concede a very sloppy goal. We had enough people in that box to see that out. Unfortunately, we didn't. And that goal could be huge in this two-legged affair. Hopefully, it will prove to be absolutely not important, because we have got 2 away goals thanks to Schwegs and, of course, the main man, that is Raul Jimenez. So that 2-1 lead we will carry into that second leg is very, very important. I decided to get the Dortmund game out of the way as quick as possible because we had 1 day's rest. So I put in all the players who haven't been playing regular football. So you can see Stefano Zambrano, Kempf. I had to use Obzipka. We've got Flumen there. We've got Eric Willi in there. We've got Elanusi, Sonny, Inui, and I stuck Wallison up front. And of course, Inui manages to get a nice early goal for us. But Dortmund pegged us back. And then, of course, Inui pops up with the second to give us a 2-1 victory and give us some confidence going into that second leg against Zenit St. Petersburg. And, of course, a fully fit team.
I used to dream about cars and things, about being a star and things. I thought that I would outgrow this feeling. It seems my dream